Captain's log, stardate 49433.6. We have just received an urgent distress call from the Kylata system. A pair of runabouts from Deep Space Nine are homeward bound with unstable mineral samples, and the Dominion is in pursuit. These mineral deposits will prevent us from using the transporter to save the crew. Captain Sisko has ordered us to protect these vessels and escort them back to the wormhole.
Here are the forces as we have laid out. We have runabouts here and here, both of these escaping Dominion forces. There are currently 3 Dominion attack ships on the table, one off in the corner here, and a pair off to the side coming into the planet. Federation deployment is on this side of the playfield. The new Intrepid-class ship, the Intrepid, oddly enough, the Intrepid, shown here, is going to make a run for the furthest attack ship, where the Mandel and the Repulse will be heading towards the pair of Dominion attack ships. Let's see how this plays out.
The Intrepid, commanded by Toby Huffman, includes an operations officer, enhanced targeting, and the Evasive pattern Delta talent. The USS Repulse is still commanded by Renata Scrivern. She is a commander, an impulse upgrade, Photon Torpedoes, and the Inspiring talent. Finally, the USS Mandel, commanded by Daryl Thruss, includes a helmsman, reinforced shielding, dorsal phaser arrays, and calculating talent. The 2 Danube-class runabouts have no capability of firing, will move at the beginning of the movement phase, and will gain an evade token as an action. All 3 starting Jem'Hadar attack ships have generic captains at Captain Skill 1. Starting turn 1, both runabouts move towards the asteroid, kind of centered into the planet, hoping to evade both sets of Dominion fighters. At the beginning of the combat phase, the Intrepid uses Evasive pattern Delta, spending its evade token and moving speed 2 towards the Dominion attack ship. The first volley from the Intrepid produces a crit and a hit. Both are skillfully evaded by this Dominion attack ship. Launching a Photon Torpedo, the Repulse is only able to score 1 damage, impacting on the shields. Using its dorsal phaser array, the Mandel is able to score 2 damage at range 2, rolling extra dice. The first runabout is attacked. 3 hits are shown, and only 1 evade is rolled. Spending its evade token, this runabout loses 1 of its shields. Not expecting the runabouts to turn into oncoming fire, the two Dominion attack ships closest to the runabouts make a hard right turn. Both the Mandel and the Repulse are in prime firing position to hit both of these attack ships. After the Repulse scores hits on the shields, the Mandel makes an accurate shot, destroying the closest Jem'Hadar attack ship. Long-range shots made at the runabout eliminate its shields. With one attack ship down, the two runabouts move to circle around the planet. Federation Task Force begins their turns, providing as much cover for the runabouts as possible. Viewing Attack Ship 1 as a primary threat, all ships concentrate their fire, destroying it. Two new elite attack ships enter the sector at Vector 1. The Repulse uses emergency power to pull a hard turn to port. One of the new elite attack ships has a shot on the Repulse, scoring a direct hit on the shields. Again, the runabouts turn hard toward freedom, with the task force ships placing themselves in harm's way. In turn 5, the Intrepid is able to make a long-range shot at the closest elite attack ship, scoring 2 hits on the shields. In turn 6, one of the runabouts is successfully able to escape the sector. The second runabout is able to move close to the edge of the sector, ready for warp. During the Nova's activation, a calculating Captain Thrust allows him to have Captain Skill of 10. The Mandel scores a crit, exposing a minor hull breach on the attack ship. Repulse scores another hit against that attack ship, destroying it in the process. At the beginning of turn 7, the second runabout escapes. Both the Repulse and the Mendel are able to jump to warp. During movement in turn 8, the USS Intrepid is also able to escape the battlefield, going to warp, completing this mission. Federation Task Force was successfully able to protect the runabouts from Dominion ships and ensure they reached the wormhole to get back to Deep Space Nine with their findings and samples. All captains will gain 2 experience points, 1 for each runabout that survived. Captain Huffman adds 2 points to their weapon reputation. Captain Scrivern adds 1 point to her tech reputation and improves her captain's skill, gaining an additional tech slot. Captain Thruss improves his captain's skill to captain skill 4, gaining an additional crew slot.